Finals Rodeo. This is the Teton Ridge NFR recap presented by Brumbaugh Furniture and Design. Well, welcome to the desk. I'm Kadee Coffman. Alongside me, 23-time world champion cowgirl Jackie Crawford, as well as 6-time world champion bareback rider Casey Field, and newly inducted into the Pro Rodeo Hall of Fame. Well, you know, at the top, we were talking all about our predictions for round number 4, and it didn't disappoint once again. For bareback riding, Bradley Miller, the NFR rookie. Casey, he got it done.
Oh, I was excited for Bradley tonight. The horse that he had took a little scoot, took a second to get going, but after that, Bradley owned him. Made a perfect ride, toes turned out, chin down. Watch how perfect this is right here. See this horse? Big old jumps, and then all of a sudden he starts shortening it up, throwing his head back at him. Bradley's looking down the barrel, making all the best of it. This was a great round for me. I was really excited to watch these horses. Tough one to judge. There was a lot of horses that were really even. The Cowboys had their chance to show off a little bit. This is the one pen, the one they call a little bit easier. And Bradley, he come out very aggressive. You know what? Looking at the average, though, Cole Franks is still leading it. Second and third, Dean and Keenan. The World Championship, Keenan is still on top. That kid, he doesn't make any mistakes, so I'm going to continue to probably say his name at the top.
Well, you're right. We are looking at the world standings for bareback riding. Our other member of the team, Anthony Lucia, caught up with Bradley Miller right after this ride.
Bradley Miller gets another round win. Can you quantify just the excitement that you're feeling right now?
I can a little more than I could last time, but you know, I texted Mr. Pete Carr last night when I saw what I was matched up with, and I know we had a good shot at it, so I went ahead and told him we'll see you at South Point tomorrow night, so here we are.
The bright lights have not affected you at all, and the way you were moving your feet tonight, that was impressive.
Thank you. It was a lot better than last night. I knew I needed to step it up.
Well, you stepped it up indeed. Congrats, brother.
Thank you. Bradley
Miller gets it done again.
Well, that NFR rookie seems to have ice in his veins, Casey.
He sure does. That was awesome. Bradley's Miller, that interview right there, that's Bradley Miller. He's smiling ear to ear all the time. Giggly Bradley's what I call him. But, you know, fourth round of the NFR, second round win at his first NFR. I mean, I couldn't be any happier for him. I'd be smiling ear to ear, too.
He's going to remember 2024 for a long time. Let's get to our Las Tunas horsepower report. Jackie?
Yeah, so tonight in the steer wrestling, the horsepower report goes to Crush, owned by Ty Erickson. This horse has been cashing checks in the first 4 rounds left and right. Tonight, J.D. Struckness makes an amazing run. What a tight round of steer wrestling we saw. He stops the clock just a little bit faster in a 3.6. But picture perfect. That horse is so unbelievably talented to stay running by those steers as free as he does and as good as he does with 3 guys riding him every night. What an impressive animal.
Here are the world standings for steer wrestling. Will Loomis on top with 226,000. J.D. Strucksness, we just watched him creeping into that second place. Dalton Massey, Dakota Eldridge, and Stetson Jorgensen round out the top 5. And we say it every night, and we will continue to, that, you know, from round 4 all the way to round 10, those standings are going to continue to take shape and shift a little bit, but that's how we see it right now. And the team roping, Jackie, wow, 4-1. That was the magic number tonight.
Yeah, they seem to not be able to crack into that 4 flat realm, but, you know, 4 of those 4 teams splitting the win. What a great job by these guys. Right here, J.C. Yaquo, Buddy Hawkins, awesome run. J.C. Yaquo is tapped off, making headshots left and right. He's been doing that a few times. Right here, we got Clint Summers and Jake Long. Jake Long did some healing right there, and Clint Summers riding that gray horse, just a great spin all the way around. Right here, Cody Snow and Hunter Cook got a little wonky in the corner right there, but you know what? Hunter Cook cleaned it up perfect. Right here, another look at, this is Dustin, no, that's the same ones. That's Hunter Cook again. He healed him so good they wanted to show it twice.
Absolutely.
That's such a good little horse that he rides right there, just a young horse, and that horse does its job. Very impressive for what that little horse does at his age.
Yeah, and 4-1, super quick tonight, especially for all of those teams. We'll see if they can break that 4 flat mark as we progress throughout the week. And, you know, when we move on to saddle bronc riding, the Tractor Supply star of the night, well, it went to no one other than Ryder Ride in 90.5, Casey.
This was awesome. I was sitting with Stetson. I had to dodge his elbows. He was pretty excited out there. But this mark out set up his whole ride. This horse is the buck, and this horse out tonight. The real deal. He's got him throat latch right there. Kind of harder to ride him when you have to do that. But coming around to the left, away from his hand, he kept on driving, kept on lifting, finished strong. If you ride through the whistle, I figure you'll get 1 or 2 more points after the whistle. They're still watching, paying attention. Finished strong. That's what he did. Toes turned out, lifting on his rein. He made that horse look easy, and that horse right there was not easy. This is what I'm talking about. You got to be on your toes when you're sitting next to Stetson when his brothers ride.
Casey, you handled that very cool, calm, and collected. I don't know. I probably would have been riding next to Stetson. Did you feel the need? You wanted to stand up?
I sure did, but I'll tell you what, if I stood up, I was going to get sat right back down with an elbow. So, yeah.
You know, really with that brotherly love and their competitive spirit among among each other is really cool.
It is. It really is special. The Wright family, the legendary name they have in the sport, and then these 4 young boys, they're still very young. Ryder, Stetson, Statler, Rusty. I don't know if we have enough time to keep on.
Yeah.
No, super proud of those guys, but if it was my brother out there, I'd be doing the same thing, or I might be a little more embarrassing for the family.
Well, I know Stetson certainly wishes he was riding, but we love having him at the desk for this year's NFR. And for the rest of the results for the rodeo recap, hey, tune in with us tomorrow for the NFR pre-show. But for now, we're going to throw it over to Rodeo Vegas Live for some fun at Zouk Nightclub.
from Zouk nightclub. This is Rodeo Vegas live. We had to start a little bit late tonight because we had Kinbo take over the stage, and man, did they rock the house. But I am finally here starting off with none other than my favorite co-host ever, JB Mauney.
Thank you.
JB, I feel so good right now. How do you feel? I'm in 10 out of 10 energy. I'm clear-headed. I'm well-rested. I feel amazing.
I'm not as young as I once was. We'll just put it that way.
Why? What's wrong?
Oh, that was a nice concert last night.
Yeah, Paul did amazing. And I feel like you guys had the best bromance I've ever seen.
We had a good time. It was really fun, and it did not end for a long time.
What time do you go to bed?
I'm not real sure.
Was it daylight out?
I'm not sure about that either.
So you were really happy then that we started late to just keep the party rolling?
Oh, yeah.
We'll have a few more of those, and then it'll be fun.
Yeah. I doubt that's going to work today.
I did love having Paul on. I feel like he was a top 5 favorite guest for me. We're almost halfway through. Where are we at? What's been your favorite guest, favorite moment of the show?
Oh, he would definitely have to be the best guest so far. You know, he was into it, and just a good old guy, don't care, and tells it like it is.
But we've had we've had Dale on here, we've had Kai. Are they going to be okay with that? That you're picking Paul over them?
Yeah. They'll be all right.
What about favorite moment?
You eating that cricket earlier.
How did I know? How did I know that's what you were going to say?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That was entertaining.
That was. There's still a plate of them over there if you'd like to.
I'm good.
Okay. Oh, good. There it is. It's the moment that I'll never live down.
Yep. The replay.
It was so nasty.
Oh, look at that. Looks like it's real tasty.
It was that. That was the moment there that the aftertaste hit, and she's still there, if anyone's wondering. She hasn't gone away.
I'm glad I didn't lose.
Yeah, but there's a long week left, so.
And I'm headed in the right direction. Up.
Is there one thing, I mean, if there was $1 million you could have in your pocket, is there one thing you wouldn't do for no amount of money in the world? Nothing?
I would have to think about that.
I feel like there's nothing you wouldn't do for $1 million.
$1 million, I'd do a lot of stuff.
Eat a cricket?
Oh, yeah.
What
Easy.
about Paul? You think he would actually eat a cricket? He seemed pretty fearless to me.
I guarantee it. Yeah.
Man, I like that guy. Podcast?
I don't know. I talked to him last night. I was like, we need to have a concert and a bull riding at my house, so at Bucktown, so.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. I think I might have heard that you joined him last night. I was in bed, sound asleep, but is that true?
I did not do any singing, but Kai and I were on stage with him, and when he ended his show on Kai's song, and so we tipped our hats, and then the party really started.
Where did the party go?
A couple bars out there, and then the high limit room.
What's Kai? I mean, he was having fun last night, I could tell.
Oh, yeah.
Did he stay with you guys the entire night with Paul, too? Is it now a trio?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
He was with us all night. He called me earlier and asked me, he said, how do you feel? I said, same way you do. Yep, so we're in the same boat.
Were you around for Snoop Dogg last night? I heard he didn't go on until 2:30 last night here in Zouk.
I was not in here at that time.
But you weren't asleep.
No, I was not asleep, unfortunately.
I was kind of hoping we were going to maybe get Snoop Dogg on. I mean, it was a big fish to go for, but what would you even ask Snoop Dogg if you could have the opportunity to ask him something?
I have no idea. I mean, I have no clue.
I feel like I would ask him how he feels about JB Mauney.
Oh, yeah, you probably don't even know who I am.
$7 million cowboy.
No, he don't care about that, I bet.
I wonder what Snoop does every day.
Whatever he wants, evidently.
Just like JB Mauney.
Yeah, except he's got a bigger bankroll than I do.
What?
Oh, yeah.
I don't really mind it. T-Pain is coming later in the week. Did you see that?
Oh, God.
You know T-Pain?
No, never met him.
I grew up listening to T-Pain. I feel like I'm going to stay for that. I don't really know Snoop Dogg songs as well, but T-Pain, I could do it.
I know a few songs.
So we're gonna go watch 2K then.
Maybe.
Let's say it now while you're down bad.
We had a babysitter last night. The babysitter flew out this morning, so Samantha and I may have to watch our own child.
Was the babysitter Dale Brisby?
No. She actually flew in, Reagan, and now we might have to call Dale if we need to do something.
Please do. I can't believe you would trust Dale to watch Jagger. Or Jagger to watch Dale, really, if we're being honest.
Jagger's pretty self-sufficient, but I told him earlier, I said, as soon as I'm done with that show, we're coming back to this room, we're laying down, we're watching Westerns. He's like, all right, he's pumped, and I am too.
Oh, you're going to be fine. Just power through. Think about sleep, I guess.
Yep, as soon as we finish this show, I'm headed right there to do that.
Did you nap in between the other 2 shows? Did you? You disappeared.
I didn't. I left, went back to the room. Samantha ordered room service. It was there when I got there. Ate, Jagger played, and I laid on the couch about half asleep watching the rodeo.
Well, we can't be too mad at you, JB, because you were just having fun at Rodeo Vegas Live, and that's what we want everybody to do every night. So you're doing as you're told, and that's okay. Stay tuned when we come back. We have some more very exciting guests, and I hope that they have just as much fun as JB Mauney had last night.
I hope they do too.
Montar em Barretos para mim é sonho, como eu vi meu pai ganhar Barretos.
I'm very excited because I think it's the biggest crowd I've ever competed. They're gonna scream and that's gonna be so fun.
That right there is why I'm here, to change that little one's life.
It's really cool rodeoing with Eli. I get to teach him things. You get 3 strikes in baseball. You get 1 shot when you nod your head at rodeo, and you got to make it count.
People love cowboys. They're just part of life.
I'm pretty lucky with the horses that I have. They truly are my freedom. They are my happiness. They allow me to do my passion.
The electricity during the rodeo from the fans that you can feel on the buck and shoot, there's not a rodeo like it.
It's just like a dream come true to be able to qualify for the American.
It's really opening doors for everyone here.
Coming at you live from Zouk nightclub. I am joined here on the couch with a couple of pretty cool guys that are so cool they decided to start a podcast.
I guess you could say that. I mean, I told this guy, let's just talk about rodeo and see what happens, and he said, cool, so we did it.
Ty Harris, Cole Harris, thank you so much for being on tonight, and let's just clear everything up because I feel like it's a giant misconception. You're not brothers.
Definitely not brothers. Cousin. We're related by blood. We call ourselves brothers, but yeah. Don't have the same parents.
And calf roper, videographer.
Videographer, yes. Retired breakaway roper.
Oh.
Hey, I tied down a couple times, bro. I thought it was double mugging. No, I did 1 run. My PR's at 32.7, I think it was. We're going to have to beat that. No, yeah.
32.7, no barrier?
No barrier. Clean. It was a clean run. There was no max 25 seconds like the NFR. It wasn't the NFR setup.
Well, I'm sorry that we have to do this at nightclub. It's very loud, so make sure to just keep the mic right up by your face because, you know, your podcast, you're quiet in the room, but it's a little loud in here.
That's something I really struggle with is bringing that old mic up. Yeah, he actually tells me every time, when can we get mic stands? Because we hold them at every one. Some sort of headset or something. I need to get some sort of headset. I hate pulling it up here.
It's all right. You can have it even touch your mouth if you need to, Ty. I know.
I don't know. JB Mauney, I don't need no Marlboro on my mouth.
Well, Ty, I have to congratulate you to start this off because that 6-9 second run last night was pretty killer.
Thank you. It was a lot better than the 8-7-9.
What? I don't remember that.
That's what I need to work on, is having that only remember the good ones.
It was pretty good. I think it was pretty impressive, too, because we got your run right here. You can watch it. But, I mean, this was the fast setup of Cat. There was already so many fast runs on the board. But did you know you had them when you threw your hands up?
No idea. I just knew I finally made a good run.
Finally put it all together. Cole,
Yes,
that's
exactly.
what you thought, too,
You
right?
can tell by that breath of fresh air right there.
Yeah, were you telling everyone to be quiet in the crowd?
I mean, I was there live when Chad Mayfield's calf got up, 6.1. Crowd goes crazy. That's the only reason the calf got up. And so I'm like, easy, easy. And then when the 6 seconds was up, then I gave him that little bit of that.
When you were your 32, did you run into the same problem?
Similar problems, a few extras that he doesn't have to deal with, that I had to deal with, that he probably couldn't handle either.
Like what?
When you're down there and it's taking so long, there's a lot of mental fortitude that has to take place. Because if you're not mentally, you get rattled down there.
We talk about that a lot, mental fortitude.
Yeah.
On your guys' podcast, Let's Freaking Rodeo.
Let's Freaking Rodeo. I've been waiting for that.
Let's freaking talk about that. Whose idea was that? At what point did you say, we should start a podcast?
So he said that. Right. I was like, I don't know about all that. We're sitting at Puyallup, Washington. We got 17 days left in the season. Tough Cooper's, I think he's 14 times straight NFR qualifier. Besides the ERA year, we don't count that. 2016, whatever. So he's made 14 straight NFRs. He's not going to make it at that point yet. And I'm telling him, man, look, he's got this many rodeos left. He's entered at this place, blah, blah, blah. This guy has to do this. Just talking about the bubble situation. And he's a competitor. He played college basketball. And he's like, man, dude, this is getting me going, man. This is putting chills down my arms, down my spine, Yeah. And he goes, people need to hear this. Rodeo fans don't know about this stuff. And I was like, I don't know what you mean. He said, I should have a camera on you.
Yeah, I mean, he agreed somehow, even though he's pretty good on camera, as everyone can tell. But, dude, back in the day, 2022, 2020 was rough. I mean, rough.
Back in the day, 2022?
I still struggle.
Wasn't that just 2 years ago?
No, like 6 months ago, I was still bad, terrible.
I mean, but we trained him up. And when he was ready, when I thought he was ready, I said, it's time.
When he says we, he means me. He's talking about Cole.
Well,
so.
No, me too.
He's talking in third person.
Me too, because I didn't know any of the storylines is what he's saying is, so I break weight, obviously, but then in 2022, I started hanging out with him and videoing, but I didn't know anybody. And I made up some crucial mistakes, Sierra, going asking world champions, like, hey, I'm Cole, what's your name? You know what I'm saying? It's like crucial mistakes like that. So then I just stopped introducing myself and just saying, hey, like I knew him. So once I started to know the storylines, he started telling me, then I was ready as well. So he needed some training, I needed some training.
It all works out. God had a plan for everything. He had to beg me to do the podcast. It ended up working out. I don't know if we still would even have done it without Teton Ridge. When we got that partnership, that was obviously a huge help for us. Just kind of for my confidence too, to boost to make me realize that we could do this. So yeah.
And I want to ask too, because I feel like there are a lot of podcasts out there right now. So when you guys decided, all right, we're going to do it, I mean, what was it that you thought, this is what's going to make us stand out? This is what's going to make us unique? Is it just your guys' sparkling personalities? Or?
Oh, gosh.
I don't know. I honestly didn't think about anybody else. I was like, can I sit in front of a camera and talk and post something every single week? I knew I had the best videographer in town. I didn't know if I was ready for it, but here we are. We'll see.
Cole, I gotta ask, what media training did he go through? I mean, what was he doing that you need help with?
Just a lot of. It was really good every time. He's been doing the Cowboy channel since he was 19. He's been a rookie. It's his 7th year in the PRCA, 6 straight NFR qualifiers. He's got it down. But it's something about it not being live that's harder. So the fact that he knew he could redo it, it just ruined everything. So
I could answer a question a little bit, but it was kind of on repeat. You make a good run at a rodeo, and nothing against the Cowboy channels came a long way. I started rodeoing, the people that were interviewing you were asking the same exact questions every run. I'm pretty much giving the same answer, and that was kind of rehearsed in my head. So actually talking and actually using my brain and then putting it on a microphone in front of a camera was a major struggle for me. So yeah, I mean, still a work in progress, but.
Sierra, as you know, you weren't always on Rodeo Vegas Live. It took some time. You gotta.
What? No. They just
her personality.
You had to work it. You had to work at it. You know what I'm saying? It's a craft.
Her personality, what?
With your personality, I'm going to say it wasn't hard. It wasn't difficult. You were built for this.
Okay, I thought it was about to be a diss there for a moment.
No diss here.
All right. All family. I'm sorry, now I have to tease you. That was so nice that you said that, but I have something that I have to tease you about because I saw, I think on TikTok.
You see that shit?
Yeah, you already know what I'm talking about.
Okay, but I gotta say this. Listen, there's 4 single calf ropers out of the top 15. So half the day I spent like, man, I can't believe they said that about me. And then I started saying, okay, there's 4 single calf ropers. They said me and Cole Clemens, so they said 2 of them. First off, I don't know why they didn't mention Hunter Herron. Secondly, I don't know why they didn't mention Chad Mayfield. I'm not saying I'm the best, but I'm definitely not the worst.
All right, we have to explain, though, because all the calf ropers unanimously agreed that Ty Harris was...
It was 8 out of 15. It wasn't unanimous,
It was not
but yes.
unanimous, but
it was 8 out of 15. It was 8
Majority.
out of 15, and they were sitting in benches of 3. So Haven Med just started his bench off with Ty Harris, which we'll talk about that, Haven. But so Zach follows, and then I can't remember who was sitting next to him. But anyways, only 2 of them have daughters, and I think those are the only 2 that should really count. And I got about 1 of them, so tough.
Fair.
We'll talk about that too.
Honestly, I gave you a chance to redeem yourself, and you did.
There's no redeeming myself, but hey, when I do get married, I'll be an amazing husband.
Green flag husband over here. I had Jordan Joe and Kelsey Dahmer on last night, and we played a red flag game, rodeo red flags, and one of them was just calf roper, period. You want to know what color of flag they lifted up?
What?
Yellow. It was in the middle. It was in the middle.
Good caution. That's interesting.
I can see that.
Yeah, I mean, most of the calf ropers I know are very happily, very faithfully married.
That is true.
So.
I don't know. You hear the commentators say something about fast hands every time. I won't let him date my daughter, so I
Lindsay
don't know.
Lohan had fast hands.
Yeah.
That's probably what they were talking about. Yeah.
It's a cliche, I guess.
Okay, one more teasing you. I'm sorry. It's right there.
Nothing
it's
to be sorry for.
It's from your podcast, though. It was hilarious. Someone asked what a buckle bunny was and wanted you to explain it.
Yeah, it's hard to explain. Buckle bunny is somebody you don't want to marry. I'm gonna start with that. Buckle bunny is probably somebody that rodeo guys have enjoyed throughout their career at some point, but they're not going to settle down with, not going to marry. You don't want your wife, your daughter, or your sister to be a buckle bunny. Let's just say that.
Okay, we're going to leave it at that. See, you explained it. You weren't going to explain it. Cole, was he not? He said no on the podcast. I'm not going to explain it.
I asked him on the podcast the same question. He said, I'm not going to answer that. And on Rodeo Vegas Live, you answer it.
That's not exactly what is a buckle bunny, but that's what you don't want your wife, daughter, or sister to be.
We gave him some time to think about it, and that's okay.
That's true.
It's all right.
That's true.
Okay.
That's
it's
true.
all right. Well, we'll let you do it the opposite way then. What's some red flags that you look for? Just, not calf ropers. They're green, but what's some red then?
That's kind of part of my problem. I'm 26 and my picker isn't very good yet. So hopefully that'll mature in that way. I don't really know. Every time I pick, then I'm like, God, what was I thinking?
Cole, you got something better? You're in a relationship, right? You picked good. Help him out. Help him out.
I don't know. His relationship makes him forget shit. Be miserable when he doesn't see his girlfriend.
Okay, we're good. We're good. It's true. It has happened on occasion, Sierra.
Young bliss. It's bliss.
Yes. When you find one, you'll feel the same, and I'm going to flame you for it.
I did. Last year I did. I didn't even practice for the NFR. We'll see how that went.
That is true. That is true.
God, I love having you guys on this show.
Yeah.
Are you sure you're not brothers? You really, really act like it.
I love this guy. He lives with me now. We've gotten so close. We grew up together, and then, 5 to 8 years kind of got disconnected. He's playing college basketball. I'm trying to chase the rodeo dream, but it's been an honor to get him living back in my house and seeing him every day, seeing him go through that love curve.
Oh, gosh.
Love curve.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I saw this. Literally, I told him today, actually, in 2019, 2020, I was watching him on the Cowboy channel. We didn't really talk much because I was in college and stuff. And I told him today, I was like, kind of crazy that 4 years ago, I would have dreamt about hanging out with you before the NFR, like 2 hours before, 30 minutes before, 5 minutes before in the back with all the guys. Pretty cool, pretty surreal, pretty special.
I really am glad that you guys are doing this together, and I think the rodeo community and honestly everyone outside is going to enjoy your guys' podcast, your dynamic, and just who you are, and watch you keep doing runs like that 6'9". So.
Thank you so much. Let's freaking rodeo.
Let's freaking rodeo.
Let's freaking rodeo. Am I in it? Am I on the podcast now? I said it.
I did not say that. This is a 50-50 partnership, or we're going to have to discuss
We're going to
that.
consult. We'll get back to you.
Okay, that sounds good. Well, we got to throw it down to Alicia now, who has the best dressed guest that she can find down there in the party. Alicia, take it away.
This guy right here was the sharpest one I could find out in this big party we have going on at Zouk. And this is Ryan from Kansas City. I couldn't help but to notice this flashy jacket. I want you to do a little fit check for us.
Okay, happy to do that. Everybody, anybody who's anybody, Espulia jackets. If you want something wild and flashy for the NFR, here it is right here. Go get yourself one.
Okay, let's see what else. What else do you got on?
American hat, 500X, get another one of those. Gotta get the cinch.
Okay, the cinch. Okay, cinch what? Cinch jeans?
Cinch jeans.
Okay, turn around, give us a fit check. Oh, there it is. Oh, look at them jeans. They make you dance too, don't they? Okay, if you had one rodeo fashion ick, what would it be?
All right, definite rodeo icks are too short of jeans. Cowboys get them long ones, and starch jeans. Gotta have the starch jeans.
Well, we're going to see Ryan dancing it up all night long back there in his cinched jeans, courtesy of Boot Barn. This is our style spotlight, and we're going to give you a nice little gift card to Boot Barn.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm just saying that should do it.
Thanks. JB, you don't know, but Sierra got proposed to the other night.
She did, by a drunk bulldog friend of ours.
Yeah.
I hate I missed it.
I'll show you the video in a minute.
Hey,
all right.
It's the best video I've seen in, I don't know, maybe since I've been to Vegas.
Little White Chapel.
Yeah. Should have did it that night. Should have did it.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for starting the show out because we have been live this whole time.
God.
Welcome back. Thank you, Alicia. I am joined by some wonderful people on the couch now. JB Mauney has returned, as well as Will Loomis and Clayton Haas. Hey, guys.
Hi, how are you?
Yeah. Thanks for that.
Yeah, you're right. Clayton started it.
I apologize.
It's all right. You know, it's all in good fun. But hey, having a pretty good time in Vegas so far, huh?
Yeah.
We wanted you on the show at the beginning, but we can't keep you from South Point.
You know, it's been great. I've actually drawn some doozies, I feel like, until tonight, and we got by one tonight. I was really glad to get by him. Kind of tough to catch, but 5-2, and Clayton did a great job, and we kind of had a game plan. Well, I guess I kind of had a game plan in my mind, and Clayton just said kind of cancel all of that and just go do what you do, and it worked out. So.
I was going to blame it on your hazer.
Hey, now.
Actually, he was riding out of the arena last night, and there were a couple people was talking, like telling him he was behind and all this, that, and the other, and they'll win the day money. You know what I mean?
I was like, yeah, 33,000 behind.
Yeah. Appreciate you.
That's kind of a cardinal rule, isn't it? You never blame the hazer. Maybe privately, but never to the hazer.
Well, I feel like in our relationship we've had, I know you ain't gonna blame me because I know when I left the arena, and I'll tell him sorry.
Yeah.
And it's never like I'm never giving it 100%. And our job sucks.
Yeah.
My job sucks here.
Yeah.
It sucks?
Oh yeah.
So tell him about the fourth place.
Fourth place.
Yeah, fourth place. So like you're always.
I did an interview the other night and said, "What's your game plan?" I said, "Don't be in fifth." I was like, because he can go before I can go, and you got the steer. If I can get in fourth, I'm good. Like, and that's it's hard here. This job is, they never know you're here until you mess up.
Until you mess up.
And that's the biggest deal.
Yeah. And honestly, like the best he can do, if I drill the bear, the best he can do is keep him straight. Unless the steer wants to step left. And then that's even harder because then he's got to chase. You know, so like, the best he can do is straight. If I drill the bear, and he's been doing it, well, the fourth year now for me in a row. So, I mean, he's been doing a fantastic job.
You guys seem like you're pretty close. You've been rodeoing for a while together, right?
Yeah. It's been a minute.
You've been around.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
sure.
I got to ask, what's something that Clayton does that gets on your nerves since you spend so much time together? And then we'll let Clayton answer. Be careful since you're going first.
Golly, I did this with Dakota Eldridge the other day. I don't really know about, double dipping at Texas Roadhouse. I feel like when you get those really good rolls, okay, you can laugh, okay, but you get the really good rolls, and then they only give you one little thing of the cinnamon butter, right?
Oh yeah.
I mean, and like, why would you get it with a knife and put it on the roll? Why
That ain't what I asked. That's not what I asked.
He got mad at me for double dipping, so we got his own butter. But anyways, I just feel like, I feel like we're close enough now, but anyways, he don't like double dipping.
You just tear your damn roll and dip it.
Okay, all right.
Why don't you like it? It's like sharing a toothbrush or something? I mean,
Well, I mean, obviously. I mean, you could take the by the roll and put it back in the butter. I mean, like. Hey.
How do you feel about it?
I don't care. There was a guy I traveled with, KCA's from Kansas. He would always forget everything. And I would wake up in the mornings and go in the bathroom and look, and he'd be brushing his teeth, and I'm like, is that my damn toothbrush? He's like, yeah, I didn't have one. I was like, gosh, damn.
I'm going to say that wouldn't go over well either. I've never used this toothbrush, but yeah, we don't like double dipping.
Yeah. It is what it is. Sorry.
That's okay. I know that now.
I had to buy a lot of toothbrushes that year.
so that's a line you guys aren't going to cross.
The double dipping it or the toothbrush?
The toothbrush.
No.
No.
Honestly, my wife can use my toothbrush. That's it. That's it.
I ain't having it.
I ain't having it.
I'm going to tell you something.
I knew it.
It ain't me. She ain't having it.
There you go. All right.
So speaking of when you guys are on the road all year long, we always want to kind of ask these guys their best road story from the season before. You guys got a good on the road story of something that happened?
Oh, yeah. I mean, this year at Caldwell, we had a good time. Will made a short round. And I ended up bartending for a little bit. Made a little money.
$35 on tips.
Yeah, but I left it there on accident.
We did leave it there.
But I got some really cool signs from the Caldwell Night Rodeo.
We may or may not have
a whiskey barrel
liquidated the Caldwell Nightclub Rodeo.
We actually got enough booze from the Nightclub Caldwell Rodeo that we just run out about 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, it lasted us the rest of the rodeo, you know. And then the other two guys, I won't name them. You know who they were. At the they were our traveling partners. They may or may not have hot lapped the Caldwell Rodeo in the $50,000 Polaris.
Oh, yeah, we did Aria Polaris and
we had to get the whiskey barrel back to the trailer. That's the only reason we borrowed the Ranger, and that's the only reason.
Yeah.
And we weren't involved in the hot lap.
We didn't drive or in the passenger seat.
We were not involved in the hot lap, but that did happen at the Caldwell Night Rodeo.
I saw it on Snapchat.
But we did.
I knew that. See, I knew that. We'll just regress right back to the start of this show.
No.
Yeah. Okay.
We don't need to do that.
Okay.
I'm ready to see this video.
Do you have it?
Oh, I got it.
Do you got the hot lap?
No.
The hot lap?
We got the hot lap video. Oh, that video.
That video.
After the show.
Okay.
It's after show.
Okay.
It's
Can't wait.
Nope. It's not. It's not needed at all.
Hey, we've got a video of her eating a fried cricket on here today.
Fried cricket?
Not me.
I did.
It's protein, honey. It's protein. All of it.
Hey, as Woodrow Call said, my man ain't gonna take much to eating bugs. Am I right?
That's a fact.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
And I enjoyed every minute of it. There it is. Look, replay right there.
I ain't eating no cricket. I ain't eating no bugs.
Oh!
How'd it taste?
It was crunchy.
It tasted like dog food.
See, my man ain't gonna take much.
Hey, what I want to know is, how come you've tried dog food?
It tasted how you think dog food.
So you need to rephrase your comment here.
It tasted like dog food smells. Clayton, who invited you on this show?
I'm sorry. Apologize. Thanks, Casey Jones, for the invite.
Right?
Yeah.
I could still taste a little bit. Thanks for bringing that up one more
welcome.
time. Thank you.
Hey, we have a deal. Whoever is lowest on the fantasy between us, we have to do something. I lucked out and had to dress up like Willy Wonka. She had to. You've had to do a pass too.
You had to eat a cricket.
Back to back loser.
What was the first one?
Yeah, there's Wonka.
Oh, dude,
yeah.
that looks good, man.
I rocked it.
Honestly.
Yeah, you rocked it.
What was the first? What'd you have to do the first time you lost?
I took a shot of lemon juice.
Oh, how was that?
It was not as bad as the cricket.
If you could have done the cricket with the lemon juice, the
chaser.
cricket wouldn't have been horrible.
Yeah.
You know?
I needed a chaser for
Yeah,
sure.
you did. Yeah.
I need some help because I'm pretty sure JB lost.
Nope.
I was paying attention a little bit. You guys got anything good? What could we make JB do? I need something really good.
Ooh.
Oh.
You know, we've done helmets.
Oh, in a helmet. Bedazzled pants.
We've done the bedazzled pants.
I actually run one at
We've done-
Salinas one time, and with a flag in my hat. Right?
Yep.
Zooming down through there.
And at Kennewick one time, I had a pirate hat that we had stomped, and then like we literally tacoed the front, and then flopped up the back. It was yeah. And honestly, I messed up pooch on my first one. I really did. I was like 6th. I come back was 3-4, and like I think my first one was better than my second one. And anyways,
absolutely.
Anyways,
my man was worried about how he
I was
looked.
worried about the hat. I was, you know, I didn't compete, JB. I didn't, man. I was worried about how I looked.
He was live on Cowboy Channel.
Yeah,
the man was.
Yeah,
he was a little frustrated there.
I was, yeah. So anyway,
Okay, so let's do this. The next time JB loses, you two get to help me dress him. Anything you want.
All right.
Oh, this is horse shit.
Well, I mean, we could dress him in whatever your outfit the next night would be.
That's pretty good.
Or we could just swap outfits, which his is denim and denim. So I mean,
the cowboy tuxedo, the Canadian tuxedo here. Yeah.
Just like a Canuck. But anyway,
I mean, it's way easier to pack.
Hey.
He may look like one. He rides a little better.
He rides a little better. I agree with that. Yeah. Well, yeah, used to.
Used to.
Yeah.
It's still in there. I promise you.
It's still in there for sure.
All right, I like that. You down? Wearing each other's outfits.
No.
We'll come up with something. We always have a good time with you guys. Well, I got to take it back to, I feel like what started our friendship off strong was going to Banff together and almost getting eaten by bears. Close call.
I mean, within 100 yards, yeah. Yeah, I mean, you know, we're driving down through there. We may or may not have ditched Clayton and his family because maybe the pin didn't work or
Sierra
something.
sent me a pin, but I was only 65 miles away.
I'm so glad now that I know that it wasn't my fault. I'm glad it was Sierra's fault. But anyway, yeah, so there's a black, or they're all black bears, but there was a brown bear, and like to me that was a grizzly, right? And then there was 2 little black bears. If I'm lying, I'm dying. Am I lying? Okay.
You're not lying.
So literally right down the road, we can't find this trailhead. Well, we just happened to see this little trail that kind of sneaks up in there, and Sierra's like, and the camera guy's like, yeah, that's it. Well, we just start up this mountain 100 yards from the bears, and we're just sending it, right? Well, then, like the whole point of the whole hike was for me to get so out of breath that she was going to laugh at me while she interviewed me because I couldn't answer. But it took them so long to get the camera set up that, like, I mean, I'm not in great shape, but like I'm an athlete, you know. So when I would get to this certain point, like it'd take them 5 minutes to get set up. Hell, I'd catch my breath by then. You know, so like, yeah, I feel like honestly, the trip was other than the hike, it was kind of a bust because I don't think she got what she really needed.
See, they should have had me go up there. I had to stop and take 2 or 3 cigarette breaks.
Next year, maybe. Next year.
Next year.
That wasn't the whole point. It was to get to know Will Loomis in Canada.
And we got fairly deep in that situation. See, all right, so then my interviews were way deeper than she originally had planned them to be, right?
Let's set you up for a little bit of fun.
Hey, you know, I dipped off on the cheating aspect of it.
Yeah.
You know, when I got called a cheater and just rounded it all off to, you know, me being such a good guy, which I feel like I am. But, you know, some people don't think that. But you, JB, I know you've dealt with this. Everybody hates a winner, right?
Oh, always.
See? So.
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, you got really philosophical on the mountain. I wasn't expecting that. Was it just being one with nature? What happened?
You know, I just, you know, when I get out in nature, there's another side of me that just comes out. And, oh, speaking of which, we were at Dakota's for 2 weeks getting ready for the NFR, and I did hike that mountain behind his house, and it's aggressive.
It's damn sure aggressive.
Of course, Dakota hikes it with like a 60-pound pack or some shit. It's ridiculous. Anyways, he was like, it's not that bad. Well, I get like, I want to quit and go back down like 4 times. And then I finally get to the top, and the first person, Jenna actually called me. And I was like, hey, 6% left on my phone. I'll call you when I get to the bottom. Well, then he called me. And then I'm like, well, hey, Dakota and Ty Erickson said that you're not at the top until you can see both sides. So I got just a little way to go. And then I got to the top, and then the hike back down. So anyways, I'm ready next year.
Ready. And
I've been
Clayton,
training.
I'll send you the correct pin next year. And JB, you too.
That'd be nice.
We may have to leave JB halfway.
Yeah.
I feel like we made it a ways up there. But what about the views?
Yeah, it's about an eighth of a mile.
Hey, we took I don't even remember the camera guy's name, but we took a cold plunge after. It was fantastic.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, Jenna was
72 degrees?
Jenna was just hiking up through there, her and Sierra, you know. I'm like, whatever. 72.
72 degrees?
No, sir, it was chilly. Wasn't it cold? It was right where the river like came off the mountain into the lake.
Was it because you're heated because of the hike, so it felt really cold, or was it?
I mean, that's possible.
No.
It was. I think that's what it was. I mean, they were a little chicken to go.
I didn't
first.
see you in it. I didn't see you or Jenna or anybody else that was on that hike in it. Just me and the cameraman.
I'd have been there for you, bro, but
I know you weren't.
I got the wrong pin.
You got the wrong pin.
I am really sorry. I did feel bad, but
Hey, and we ain't got no service. Like I was trying to call you and text you and nothing.
I know.
She left you hanging.
next year, guys.
But I enjoyed Lake Louise a lot.
Have you ever been up to Lake Louise? It's cool.
Nope. Yeah, it's cool.
It's cool.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Oh my goodness. Well,
are you speechless?
Yeah, kinda.
Oh.
I'm actually just feeling really bad now that I didn't realize Clayton had taken that so to heart that he didn't get to go on the hike. But
I knew he did the whole time, but I knew it really wasn't my fault, so I just left it alone.
Okay. Thanks, guys. Thanks so much.
Yeah.
I appreciate
So
it.
It's all right. I'm not much of a hiker unless I'm chasing something.
So the next time she loses, y'all get to come up with what she has to do.
Absolutely.
Did she lose tonight? Tell me she lost
That's
tonight.
a good trade.
Who won the night?
I don't know.
Who lost tonight?
Yeah.
We don't know yet. We got to crunch the numbers, but yeah, fine, guys, fine. Do it. You can pick.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm in it. Yeah, we need time to think about it.
Oh my God! Don't brainstorm too hard, please.
Oh, we've got great ideas. We always do. We'll make a couple phone calls. You know, we'll come up with something.
That smile. Oh yeah. That's gonna be good, whatever it is.
Yeah! Rodeo Vegas.
Wonderful. Well, I want to thank both of you for joining us on this couch. I'm very excited to watch you continue the rest of the week. Hazen right by Will's side, and just keep going to the South Point, I guess.
Honestly, I literally told Dakota when we were headed back out of the stalls, you know, it's been really good, and this is not a cocky statement. I've either won first or not placed, won first, and I didn't place tonight, so I told Dakota, you know, round 5, I feel like I should win first, and he didn't like that idea. You know, so, yeah, you know, for Dakota to go South Point, I guess, you know, I feel like I'm due to, you know, to place again if it keeps going the way it's going.
Yeah. Well, hell, we can split it. Be best case scenario.
Dakota said split it, but like the vibe I got off of splitting it was like me win second. So anyway, but no, yeah, it's been great. I've honestly drawn some really good steers. Horses are working great, and yeah, honestly, I could make it another 6 or 8 times, and I'd try to get him out here to ace for me.
Dream team right there. Thank you guys so much. Will Loomis and Clayton Haas, I'm sure we'll be watching you do some awesome things and hike next year. It's on the books.
Yeah, let's do it.
Awesome. Thank you, everyone, for joining us tonight. We got the band kicking off here pretty soon. Rodeo Vegas Live is just getting started, and JB is ready to party again.